Bismillah. In this video I'm going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 4 October-November 2021 Variant 2. 1a. Malina has 450 fruit trees. The fruit trees are in the ratio apple, pear, plum 8 to 7 to 3. Show that Malina has 200 apple trees. The sum of parts equals 8 plus 7 plus 3 equals 18. For apple we have 8 parts, so 8 over 18 times 450 equals 200. Or you can use cross multiply method. Apple, pear, plum, 8 to 7 to 3, and the sum 18, sum 450, and we need to find the number of apples, so cross multiply, so you can do that. Double I, find the number of plum trees. For plum we have 3 parts, so 3 over 18 times 450 equals 75. Triple I, Malina wants to increase the number of pear trees by 32%. Calculate the number of extra pear trees she needs. So we need to find the number of pear trees first. The number of pear trees, 7. We have 7 parts out of 18, so 7 over 18 multiply 450 equals 175. 32% of this number of 175, this means 32 over 100 times 175 equals 56. Take care for this question. We don't need the new number after increase by 32%. We need the increase itself. IV. Each apple tree produces 48.5 kg of apples. The apples have an average mass of 165 grams each. Calculate the total number of apples produced by 200 trees. Give your answer correct to the nearest 1000 apples. Now to find the number of apples. Each apple tree produces 48.5 kg. If we need to convert to gram, multiply by 1000. And we have 200 trees, so multiply by 200. Then divide by 165 equals 58,787.9. So to nearest 1000 equals 59,000. B. Malina's land is valued at $3,075,000. Write this number in figures. So $3,075,000. Double I. Write your answer to part BI in standard 4. So put the decimal point. So 3.075 times 10 power. We have 6 digits, so times 10 power 6. In 2020, each plum tree produced 37.7 kg of plums. This was 16% more than in 2019. Calculate the mass of plums produced by each plum tree in 2019. So start from 16% more, this means it was 100, and increase by 16, now 116. This number is 16% more, so this number below 116, so 37.7. this in 2020. Now we need to find the number in 2019, so cross multiply. So 37.7 times 100 divided by 160 equals 32.5. D. Melina invests $1,800 at a rate 2.1% per year compound interest. Calculate the value of her investment at the end of 15 years. So use the rule for the compound interest. So the initial value 1,800 into 1 plus r, which is 2.1 over 100 power t, which is 15, equals 2,460 to 3 significant figures. 2a. The cumulative frequency diagram shows information about the floor area A of each of 80 houses. Use the diagram to find an estimate for the median. To find the median, we need to find the order for the median. Order for the median, 1 over 2 times the total frequency, which is 80. 1 over 2 times 80 equals 40. Start from 40, horizontal line till you reach the curve, then go down. So the median, 90. So the median, 90. Double I, to find an estimate for the lower quartile, find the order for lower quartile. So 1 over 4 times 80 equals 20. Start from 20, horizontal line, then find the corresponding value. So the lower quartile, 4 squares after 60, and each square represents 2, so 68. So 68, lower quartile, 68. Triple I, the interquartile range. To find the interquartile range, you need to find the upper and lower, then subtract. We have the lower, so we need to find the upper. To find the order for the upper, 3 over 4 times 80 equals 60. Now start from 60 till you reach the line, then go down. So 120. 120. So the interquartile 120 minus 68 equals 52. IV, the number of houses with a floor area greater than 120 meters square. So this is the area, this 120. Start from 120, go up till you reach the curve, then find the corresponding value on y-axis, is 60. If I need greater than, so the total, which is 80 minus 60. If I need less than, so 60 directly. I need greater than, so 80 minus 60. 80 minus 60 equals 20. It's better to draw line from 120, vertical line, till you reach the curve, then go horizontal to find the corresponding value. 60 greater than, so 80 minus. Greater than 120, so 80 minus. 80 minus 60 equals 20. D. The information about the 80 floor areas is shown in the frequency table. Calculate an estimate of the mean floor area. To find the mean, you need to find the middle value for each group, then multiply the middle value by the frequency, then divide by the total frequency, which is 80. So the middle value between 40 and 60, 50, or you can add 40 plus 60 divided by 2, you get 50. So 50. For the second group, from 60 to 80, 70. Next one, 90. Then between 100 and 130, add them, then divide by 2, 115. 130, 160, add, then divide by 2, 145. 160 to 100, add, then divide by 2, 180. Now, to find the mean, multiply the middle value by the frequency. 70 times 17 plus 90 times 18 plus 115 times 15 plus 145 times 9 plus 180 times 7 divided by the total frequency, which is 80, equals 97.5. Double I, complete the histogram to show the information in the frequency table. To find the frequency density, to draw the histogram, frequency density equals frequency divide class width. The first two is drawn for you, so we need to draw the third one. The class width from 80 to 120, so we can write the class width. Now for this, for the third one, 100 minus 80, 20, 130 minus 100, 30, 160 minus 130, 30, 200 minus 160, 40. This is the class width. Now to find the frequency density, divide. The frequency divide the class width. So 18 divided by 20, 0.9. So 0.9 for this one. 15 divided by 30, 0.5. 9 divided by 30, 0.3. 7 divided by 40, 0.175. Now draw for the third, the height 0.9. So from 80 to 100, the height 0.9. Each two square represents 0.1. So this is 0.9. Now next one, 0.5 from 100 to 130, from 100 to 130, 0.5. From 130 to 160, 0.3, 130 to 160, 0.3, 0.3, 6 small square. And 0.175 you can round, so 0.2, 0.2, about 4 squares. So this is our histogram. It's better to use a ruler to draw lines. Triple I, two of the houses are picked at random. Find the probability that one of the houses has a floor area greater than 130 and the other has a floor area 60 meters square or less. So we need to choose from 80 houses. The first one greater than 130, so 9 plus 7, so 16. So we have 16 to choose from them, so 16 over 80. And so multiply. The other has a floor area 60 or less. 60 or less, we have 14. So 14 over 79, because we already took one from 80 houses. So 79 are left. Now, because the order does matter, so multiply by 2. Equals 28 over 395. Order does matter means you can choose the house with area 130, greater than 130 meters square first, or you can choose the house with a floor area 60 meters square or less first. 3A, A, B, C, D, E is a pentagon. Calculate AD and show that it rounds to 94.5 meter, correct one decimal place. AD, we have right angle triangle. We have this angle 64. We need to find the opposite and we have the adjacent, so tan. So tan 64 equals opposite, which is AD, over the adjacent, which is 46.1. So now AD equals, cross multiply, so 46.1 tan 64 equals 94.5 to 1 decimal place. Double I, calculate the angle BAC. Angle BAC. For angle BAC in this triangle, we have two sides and one angle, so we can use sine rule. To find this angle, we can call this angle theta. To find angle theta, 56.5 divide sine theta equals 78.4 over sine 94. So use sine rule, 56.5 over sine theta equals 78.4 over sine 94. Then you can find sine theta, or you can find theta directly. Theta equal sine inverse. Now you have fraction. 56.5 multiply sine 94 divide 78.4. 56.5 sine 94 divide 78.4 equals 46.0 to 1 decimal place. Triple I, calculate the largest angle in triangle CAT. In this triangle, we have the three sides. The largest angle opposite to the greatest side. We have 38, 78, 94. So the angle which is opposite to the greatest side, which angle C or angle ACT, is the largest angle. To find this angle, angle ACD equals cosine inverse. Then you have fraction. The numerator for this fraction, the two adjacent square and plus. So 38.6 squared plus 78.4 squared minus the opposite square. So minus 94.5 squared over 2 times the two adjacent. So 2 times 38.6 times 78.4 equals 102.3 to 1 decimal place. B. Triangle BQR has the same area as the triangle LMN. Calculate the shortest distance from R to BQ. The shortest distance is the perpendicular distance. So if we drop perpendicular from R to BQ, so we need to find this distance. We need to find the height of this triangle. The two triangles are equal in area. The area for this triangle, we have two sides and included angle. So half times side sine the included angle. The area for this triangle, half times base times height. So they are equal. So this means half times 21.5 times 27.6 sine 111 equals half times base, which is 34.3 for the other triangle, times the height. Now we need to find the height. We can cancel half with half. So now the height equals 21.5 times 27.6 sine 111 divided by 34.3 equals 16.2 to 3 significant figure. So the answer 16.2. Number 4. On the grid, draw the image of triangle A after a translation by the vector -4, 5. So -4, 5 means 4 to the left and 5 up for this triangle. You can start with this point, 4 to the left, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this point, which is negative 5, 8. So this point is the image for that one. Now you can deduce the rest, because from this point to down. So from this point to down. And from the middle, 1 to the left. From the middle, 1 to the left. So now join. So this is the image by translation negative 4 and 5. Double I, a reflection in the line x equal 1. You have to draw the line x equal 1 first. X equal 1. This is the line x equal 1. Line x equal 1, vertical line, intersect x-axis at 1. So we need to find the image of this triangle by reflection on this line. So this point, 2 to the left from the mirror line. So its image, 2 to the right. So this is the image, 2 to the right, 2 left, so 2 right. The same, this point, 2 left, so 2 right, its image. For that point, 3 to the left, so 3 to the right. Now join the points. Use your ruler to join them. To join the points. Triple I, an enlargement scale factor 2, center negative 5, negative 2. So center negative 5, negative 2. So this is the center. Now from this center, we need to enlarge this triangle by scale factor 2. So first, how to reach this point from the center, how to travel to this point. So 4 to the right and 3 up. 4, 3, 4, 3. Multiply by 2 because scale factor 2. So 8 and 6. So 8 to the right and 6 up. So this is the point, which is 3 and 4. So 3 and 4. Now you can deduce the rest. Because the scale factor 2, so this side 2 will be 4. Because multiply each side by the scale factor, so will be 4. And for this point, you can find this point, or you can deduce also this point. Because this point from the middle, 1 to the right. So from the middle, 2 to the right. Multiply each side by 2. Now join the points. B. Describe the single transformation that maps triangle A into B from A to B. This rotate in this direction, rotate anticlockwise 90. So rotation 90 anticlockwise. Now we need to find the center of rotation. The center of rotation, you can try some points, for example this point. Now try to travel from this point to that one, 1 and 1. So if you rotate 90 anticlockwise, this will be this point. So it doesn't work. Because 1 right, 1 up will be 1 up and 1 to the left, doesn't work. Now if we try this point, 1 up and 2 to the right. Now if you rotate 90 anticlockwise, 1 up will be 1 to the left and 2 to the right will be 2 up, so the same point. So the center of rotation, negative 3, 0. So this rotation, 90 anticlockwise, center of rotation, negative 3, 0. Also you can try some points using tracing paper, or you can use the triangle method to find the center of rotation, but you have to know which region you need to try. So this region, because this rotated like that, so the center of rotation in this region. So you can use tracing paper to try, or triangle method. Number 5, the table shows some values for y equals x power 3 minus 3x power 2 plus 3. Complete the table. So to find the missing, you use your calculator and substitute by x equal -1, 1.5, and 3. So for -1, so to find the value of y, -1 power 3 minus 3 times -1 bracket square plus 3. Use your calculator to find the answer. The answer will be -1. Now if x 1.5, now substitute by x equal 1.5. So this 1.5. Now put x equal 1.5 and find the answer. Use your calculator to find the answer. The answer equals -0.375. For the last one, x equal 3. So put x equal 3. Now find the answer. The answer equal 3. Now on the grid, draw the graph. So we need to plot the points. The first point, -1, -1. So -1, -1. The second point, -0.5 and 2.1. We can round, so this like -0.5 and 2.1. -0.5 and 2.1. This 2. So 2.1. Zero 3. So 0 and 3. Zero 0.5, 2.375. So you can say that 2.4, 0.5, 2.4, 0.5, 2.4. One and one. So 1 and 1. -1.5, -0.4. 1.5, -0.4. 2, -1. 2, -1. 2.5, -0.1. 2.5, -0.1. 3 and 3. So 3 and 3. Now draw a smooth curve. This is a cubic function. So it's curved like that, because the coefficient of x power 3 positive. So you can draw. Draw a smooth curve. So this smooth curve for the function. C. By drawing a suitable straight line on the grid, solve the equation x power 3 minus 3x power 2 plus x plus 1 equals 0. To solve this type of question, so we need the curve to the left, so the suitable line to the right. So this is the equation of the curve, and this is the line. So now the curve x power 3 minus 3 x power 2 plus 3. X power 3 minus 3 x power 2 plus 3. Now from the curve, in this equation we have x power 3 and we have negative 3 x power 2. So keep them and transpose x and 1 to the other side. So we have x power 3 now minus 3 x power 2 and transpose x plus 1 to the other side by negative, so minus x minus 1. Now we need to complete this side to be the same like the equation of the curve. So add 3 to the left hand side and add 3 to the right hand side. Now this is the curve. So this is the line. But we need to combine the like terms. So this negative x, negative 1 plus 3, so plus 2. So we need to draw the line y equal x plus 2 because this is the curve, so this is y. So y equals negative x plus 2. This is a suitable line. Now to draw this line, I need 2 points. Put x equal 0, so y equal 2. You can put x equal 1. If x equal 1, so negative 1 plus 2, so 1. So 1 and 1. Now draw the line 0, 2, 1, 1. 0, 2, 1 and 1. And find the intersection between this line and the curve. You have 3 intersection between the line and the curve. So we have 3 solutions for this equation. So for each intersection point, find the x coordinate. So the first solution, that one, which is negative 0.4. So negative 0.4, this is the first solution. We have range for this type of question. The second solution is 1. The third solution is 2.4. So we have 3 solutions, negative 0.4, 1, and 2.4. Number 6a, solve 4 times 2x minus 3 equals 24. Expand. 4 times 2x, 8x. 4 times negative 3, negative 12, equals 24. Transpose negative 12 to the other side, so 8x equals 24 plus 12, which is 36. Then divide by 8. So x equals 4.5. For the inequality double I, 6x plus 14 more than 6. So transpose 14 to the other side. So 6x more than 6 minus 14. This means 6x more than negative 8. Divide by 6. So x more than negative 4 over 3. B, rearrange the formula v equal to x power 3 minus 3y power 3 to make y the subject. We can transpose negative 3y power 3 to the other side by positive and v to the other side by negative. So you can write 3y power 3 equals 2x power 3 minus v. Now divide by 3. So y power 3 equals 2x power 3 minus v over 3. Now y is the cubic root of 2x power 3 minus v over 3. C, show that 2n minus 5 squared minus 13 is a multiple of 4 for all integer values of n. So we need to expand to prove that. So 2x minus 5 all squared, you can write 2n minus 5 times 2n minus 5, then minus 13, multiply 2n times 2n, 4n squared, 2n times negative 5, so negative 10n, negative 5, so times 2n, so negative 10n, negative 5 times negative 5, positive 25, minus 13, combine the like terms, so 4n squared, minus 20n, 25 minus 13, so plus 12. We can take 4 common, so you have 4 into n squared minus 5n plus 3. So this means this expression divisible by 4 or multiple of 4. So because divisible by 4, so this multiple of 4 for any value, integer value for n. Now D, the expression 5 plus 12x minus 2x squared can be written in the form q minus 2 into x plus b all squared. Find the value of b and the value of q. So we can use completing square to convert this one to the vertex 4. So arrange this one in descending order according to the power of x. So you can write negative 2x squared plus 12x plus 5. Now focus on x squared and x. If you have any number in front x squared, take it common, so negative 2. So you are left with x squared, and 12 divide negative 2, negative 6, so negative 6x plus 5. Now convert that expression using the rule for completing square. So this can be written as bracket square minus number square. Inside this bracket we have the square root of x squared, which is x, and have negative 6, which is negative 3, and write negative 3 outside. So negative 3 in a bracket all squared. But take care, this value always negative. You cannot say this negative and negative, this positive, because this negative 3 all squared will be 9, but we have negative 9. So this expression will be negative, always negative. Now plus 5. Now expand negative 2 times the bracket, so negative 2 into x minus 3 squared, and negative 2 times negative 9, because negative 3 squared 9, so negative 9, negative 2 times negative 9, so positive 18, plus 5, so 18 plus 5, 23, so you can write 23 first, then minus 2 times x minus 3 all squared. So this is the form he need. So q equal 23, and negative 3 equals b, so b equal negative 3. So b equal negative 3, q equals 23. Write down the coordinate of the maximum point on the curve y equals 5 plus 12x minus 2x squared. From the vertex form, you can deduce the vertex, the maximum or the minimum. In this case, maximum, because the curve downward, so we have maximum. So we have maximum point. How to find the maximum point or the turning point or the stationary point? From the vertex form. The x coordinate, look for x. This number, change the sign for this number. This negative 3, so will be 3. And the number outside the bracket, which is 23, so keep this sign, so positive 23. So change the inner, negative 3 will be 3, and keep the outer, so 23 is the same. So if you have the vertex form, you can find the vertex from the vertex form. Change the inner, keep the outer. E. The energy of a moving object is directly proportional to the square of its speed. The speed of the object is increased by 30%. Calculate the percentage increase in the energy of the object. So we have the energy is directly proportional to the square of the speed, for v square. If the speed increased by 30%. What does it mean? This means it was 100%, increased by 30%, now 130%. 130% can be written as 130 over 100, so 1.3. This is called the multiplier. So the velocity multiplied by 1.3, multiplied by 1.3. So to increase the velocity by 30%, you have to multiply by 1.3. If you multiply v by 1.3, you need to multiply e by 1.3 square, because e is directly proportional to the square of the velocity. So multiply e by 1.3 squared. Now if the original value for e 100, so multiply 100 by 1.3 squared, so equals 169. So this means it was 100. If it was 100, it becomes 169. This means increase by 69%. 7a, the diagram shows a container for storing grain. The container is made from hemisphere, a cylinder, and a cone, each with radius 2 meters. The height of the cylinder is 5.2 meters, and the height of the cone is h. Calculate the volume of the hemisphere. Give your answer as a multiple of pi. The volume of the sphere is 4 over 3 pi r power 3. So the volume of the hemisphere is 2 over 3, or half times 4 over 3, which is 2 over 3. So the volume of the hemisphere is 2 over 3 pi r power 3. R equals 2, so 2 power 3 equals, multiply 2 over 3 by 2 power 3, because I need the answer in terms of pi. So we have 16 over 3 pi. Double I, the total volume of the container is 88 pi over 3 meter cube. Calculate the value of h. The volume of the cone is given to you, which is 1 over 3 by r squared times height. The total volume 88 over 3 pi equals the volume of the hemisphere, which is 16 over 3 pi, plus the volume of cylinder, which is pi r squared times height, so pi r squared, so 2 square, times the height, which is 5.2, plus the volume of the cone, which is 1 over 3 pi r squared, so 2 square, times the height. Now we can cancel pi with pi with pi. So 88 over 3 equals 16 over 3 plus 2 squared times 5.2 equals 20.8 plus 1 over 3 times 2 squared, so 4 over 3 h. So now you can multiply both sides by 3. So you have 88 equals 16 plus 62.4 plus 4h. Now to find h, 88 minus 16 minus 62.4 divide by 4 equals 2.4. Triple I, the container is full of grain. Grain is removed from the container at a rate 35,000 kg per hour. 1 meter cube of grain has mass 620 kg. Calculate the time taken to empty the container. The volume of the container is 80 8 pi over 3 meter cube. 1 meter cube has mass 620, so multiply by 620 to find the mass for all grain equals 57,135 to the nearest unit, kg. This is the mass of the grain. Now the rate is 35,000, so to find the time, total mass 57,135 by the rate, which is 35,000. Now when you divide, you get the answer in hour. To change into hour in minute, use this button in your calculator. So you get the answer in hour and minute. So we have 1 hour, 37 minutes and 56 seconds. So we can say that 1 hour, 38 minutes. B, A and B are points on a circle, center O, radius R. The area of the shaded segment is 65 centimeters square. Calculate the value of R. To find the area of segment, area of sector minus area of triangle. So 65 area of segment equals area of sector, which is 140 over 360 times pi R squared, minus area of triangle, which is half times R sine 140. And simplify more. 140 over 360 in the simplest form, 7 over 18 by R squared minus half times R, so half R squared sine 140. We can take R squared common, so 7 over 18 by minus half sine 140. Now to find R squared, 65 divide 7 over 18 by plus half minus half sine 140. And now to find R square root, the answer. So R equals 8.50 to 3 significant figures. Number 8, K2 runs along a 12 kilometer path at an average speed x kilometers per hour. Write down an expression in terms of x for the number of hours he takes. Time equal distance over speed. So 12 over x. Double I. Yuki takes 1.5 hours longer to walk along the same path as K2. She walks at an average speed x minus 4. Write down an equation in terms of x and show that it simplifies to x squared minus 4x minus 32 equals 0. The difference between their times 1.5. So the time for Yuki 1.5 longer than the time for K2. So the time for Yuki is 12 over x minus 4, distance over speed, minus the time for K2 is 12 over x. The difference between their times 1.5. So this is the equation. We need to simplify this equation into that one. We can make single fraction, multiply the denominator, x times x minus 4, then cross multiply to find the numerator. So 12 into x minus 12 into x minus 4. We can simplify more. So 12 times x, 12x, negative 12 times x, negative 12x, negative 12 times negative 4, positive 48, over x times x equal x squared, x times negative 4, negative 4x. 12x and 12x, 12x minus 12x cancel, so 48 over x squared minus 4x. This equals 1.5. Now you can switch between x squared minus 4x and 1.5. So x squared minus 4x equals 48 over 1.5, which is 32. Transpose 32 to the other side, you get x squared minus 4x minus 32 equals 0. Triple I is solved by factorization. No common factor, trinomial, so 2 brackets. X squared, so x times x. Two numbers, if you multiply, you get negative 32, and if you add, you get negative 4. So negative 8 and positive 4. Multiply negative 32, add negative 4. Now, if this equals 0, maybe the first bracket equals 0, x minus 8 equals 0. This means x equals 8, or x plus 4 equals 0. So x equals negative 4. So 8 and negative 4. You can use your calculator to check your answer and to solve, but you have to write the working. IV, find the number of hours it takes Yuki to walk along the 12 kilometers path. So we need to find the time. Now we have two values for x, 8 and negative 4. Negative, it doesn't work because speed cannot be negative, so x equal 8. Now the time for Yuki is 12 divide x minus 4. So 12 divide 8 minus 4, 12 over 4, which is 3, so 3 hours. B, a bus travels for 140 kilometers, correct to the nearest 10 kilometers. The time taken to complete the journey is 6 hours, correct to the nearest half hour. Calculate the lower bound for the speed. Speed equals what? Speed equals distance over time. If I need speed lower, so distance lower and time upper. For distance lower, distance is 440 to nearest 10. Nearest 10 divide by 2, so this 5. If I need least value or lower bound, so subtract 440 minus 5, so 435 kilometers. For the time, I need the time upper, the time 6 hours to nearest half. So half, or 0.5 divided by 2 equals 0.25. I need upper, so add, so 6 plus 0.25, so 6.25 hours. Now divide. Answer 69.6 kilometers per hour. 9a, F is the point 5, negative 2, and the vector FG, negative 2 and 3. Find the coordinates of the point G. You can draw this vector F, G. The vector negative 2 and 3. So to travel from this point to that one, subtract 2 from x and add 3 for y. You have the point F is 5 and negative 2. And if you need the point G, the image, so 5 minus 2 equals 3, and negative 2 plus 3 equals 1. So if you have the point and the vector, and you need to find the image, add. If you have the image and the vector, and you need to find the original point, subtract. So for example, if we have G 3 and 1, and we need to find F. So 3 minus negative 2 equals 5, 1 minus 3 equals negative 2. Double I 5FG, so multiply FG by 5, multiply X coordinate and Y coordinates by 5, so 5 times negative 2, negative 10, 5 times 3 equals 15. The magnitude of F, the vector Fg. Magnitude of the vector, square root x square plus y square. So negative 2 bracket square plus 3 square. So 4 plus 9, so root 13 equals 3.61 to 3 significant figures. Now B, OABC is a parallelogram. B is a point on AC, and Q is the midpoint of AB. Find in terms of A and C, AQ. If this parallelogram, so if this vector C, this also C. So AB equals C. Because Q midpoint, so AQ equals half C, and QB equals half C. And also because OA is vector A, so CB is vector A. Because parallel, same magnitude, same direction. So the same vector, the two vectors are equal. If same magnitude, same direction. Now I need AQ. AQ equals half C. OQ, to find OQ, OA plus AQ, OA plus AQ. So OA equals A plus AQ half C. So A plus half C. A plus half C. Now it's given to you that OB equal to third A plus 1/3 C. So AB is given to you in terms of A and C. Show that O, B, and Q lie on a straight line. To prove that O, B, and Q on the same straight line, find OB and find OQ. If you can prove that OB is apart from OQ, have 1 over 3, 3 over 4, like that. So this means OB parallel to OQ. This means OB and Q on the same straight line. For OB, it's given to you 2 over 3A plus 1 over 3C. So OB equals 2 over 3A plus 1 over 3C. And we found OQ equals A or 1A plus 1 over 2C. Do we have relation between them? OB and OQ? To find the relation between them, divide the coefficient of A by the coefficient of A, and the coefficient of C by the coefficient of C. So 2 over 3 divide 1 equals 2 over 3. 2 over 3 divide 1 equals 2 over 3. Then divide the coefficient of C by the coefficient of C. 1 over 3 divide 1 over 2 is the same 2 over 3. If you have the same fraction, so now you have the relation between them, that OB equals to third OQ. Then you can say that OB and Q same on the same line, same straight line. B, write down the ratio between OB and OQ. Give your answer in terms of 1 to n. So the ratio between OB and OQ is 2 to 3, 2 to 3, We proved that before. Now I need the ratio into 1 to n. So divide by 2. So this will be 1 to 1.5. So this 1.5. Or you can write 2 over 3 equals 1 to n, then cross multiply to find n. 1 multiply 3 divided by 2, you get n equals 1.5. 10a. Find the coordinates of the turning points on the graph y equal x power 3 minus 12x plus 6. You must show all your working. So to find the turning points, find the derivative and equate by 0. So dy over dx equals 3x squared minus 12, equate by 0. Solve this equation. You can solve with factorization or formula, or you can use calculator to help you to solve. We have 3 common factors, so x squared minus 4 equals 0. You can divide by 3, so x squared minus 4 equals 0. This difference between 2 square, so x plus 2 and x minus 2 equals 0. So if x plus 2 equals 0, this means x negative 2. Or if x negative 2 equals 0, this means x equal 2. So to find y, substitute in the original function, original equation. So y equals negative 2 all power 3 minus 12 into negative 2 plus 6 equals 22. So the first point, negative 2 and 22. If x equal 2, find y by substitution. Y equal 2 power 3 minus 12 times 2 plus 6 equals negative 10. So the second point, 2 and negative 10. B. Determine whether each turning point is a maximum or minimum. Show how you decide. To determine the nature of the turning point, find the derivative of the derivative. So we need to find the derivative for that one. A derivative for dy over dx, 2 multiplied 3, so 6x. So the second derivative equals 6x. Now, if x equal 2, the second derivative, 6 times 2, equals 12. Positive, so we have minimum point when x is 2. If x equals negative 2, so 6 times negative 2, negative 12, negative, so we have maximum at x equal negative 2. So at the point negative 2 and 22, we have maximum point, and at the point 2, negative 10, we have minimum point. So from the second derivative, you can determine the nature of the turning point. 11a. Triangle BQR is mathematically similar to triangle XYZ. Find YZ. If they are similar, so the sides are proportional. So this side over that one equals this side over that one. So 20.4 over 13.6 equals 15.3 over ZY. So YZ or ZY same equals 15.3 times 13.6 divide 20.4 equals 10.2. Double I, the area of triangle XYZ is 63.6. Calculate the area of triangle BQR. If they are similar, area 1 over area 2 equals side 1 square over side 2 square. So area 1, we can start with triangle XYZ. So 63.6 over area 2 equals 13.6 squared over 20.4 square, and cross multiply to find area of triangle PQR. So 20.4 squared times 63.6 divided by 13.6 square. So 20.4 squared times 63.6 over 13.6 squared equals 143.1. B. Two containers are mathematically similar. The larger container has a capacity of 64.8 liters and surface area 0.792 meters square. The smaller container has a capacity 37.5 liters. Calculate the surface area of the smaller container. So we have the capacity for each one of them. So we have the volume for each one of them. So from the volumes, we can deduce the ratio between the sides. Side 1 over side 2 equals cubic root V1 over V2. So equals cubic root 64.8 over 37.5 equals 6 over 5 as a fraction. Now the ratio between sides 6 to 5, so area 1 over area 2 equals side 1 squared over side 2 squared. So 0.792 the area of the larger container over area 2, the area of the smaller container, equals 6 squared over 5 squared. So area of the small container is 5 squared times 0.792 over 6 squared equals 0.55.